Okay, we're going to be watching Drizz, who's playing DPS on Circuit Royale in Silver. I do not know if this is PC or console. And this is being posted on behalf of Drizz's friend. Need help. Friend stuck in Silver while I'm breaking through Plat. Friend stuck in Elo Hell needs help. Appreciate a VOD review here or general tips. Currently in Plat myself. Been playing with a friend since Season 1 who's new to Overwatch and has grown to a decent player in his own right. He's stuck in Silver right now and trying to break through to Gold and Plat. Mainly plays a lot of Bearer and Soldier. For the sake of us being able to continue enjoying competitive together, would appreciate any tips for him. His name in game is Drizz. We had a decent run the other night, but this game seemed almost helplessly unwinnable for our team. So let's take a look. So Drizz is going to go out this door. I think, number one, you're already making a mistake as Soldier. So Soldier excels in the mid-range, right? Mid-range being something like 10 to 25 meters away. So basically, you want your, if you're the Soldier, you want enemies to be about like this far away, right? This far away, up down to about this far away is where you're really looking to be attacking. You don't want people to be closer than that because you don't actually do that much damage up close, and you don't want people to be farther than that because it drops off your damage a lot. The issue here is if you come up this way, you're going to be playing this close corner, in which case you can see that they're actually quite close to you. Versus if you played this wider angle, you would be in better shape, right? Or this room right here, or this perch right here. So you got a lot of options that are better than the thing that you're about to do, which is going to put you in close contact with the enemy. See the echo? You should, or you did fire helix, great. Now you jump off right away, so what was even the point of going that way? You should help your team kill that echo. Oh wow, that was almost suspiciously good tracking. What the heck is this? That's interesting. So I also noticed that you're not able to keep your crosshair at head level, so I would encourage you to keep your crosshair at head level. Next thing I would say is shoot Sigma Shield. Sigma Shield is one of the rare shields where I would say you should shoot it because it doesn't actually have that much health, so you can almost single-handedly destroy it yourself pretty quickly. And then it reduces the Sigma's options. This Helix, try to shoot Helix at their feet. So if you shoot Helix, for example, right here, if you hit the direct, great, 120 damage. If you miss them and you splash it on the ground next to them, 80 damage. But if you aim it high, like you do here, it's gonna, if you miss it, it completely flies by them and you get 0 damage. Because even like 80 damage right now is really significant because this Baptiste is very close to dying. So try to splash it on the ground more. So Echo's in your backline. This looks like console. Alright, you should not be shooting the Sig. You should be shooting anybody but the Sig. Moira, Baptiste, both good targets. Try not to shoot the tank. You have Helix right there. You could have stayed here and used that opportunity to kill one of the supports, right? Like as you're shooting, right? Imagine you're shooting, for example, the Baptiste and the Moira right now. Shoot, 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 right? Helix, and then one of them is dead or nearly dead. You take aggro on one of them. I like this general idea. I think that you even have time right now to drop and just kill the Baptiste. I think that's what I would do. I just drop right now and kill the Baptiste or Moira. Because the problem is, there's like quite a fight going on right now, so you need to be engaged and commit. Like if your team is in the thick of it, you want to be there as soon as possible to help them. And you're wasting too much time just running around on high ground. Yeah, see, I think that you easily could have swung this fight by simply dropping behind them and killing them. One thing that I preach is a sense of urgency, right? If your team is like taking a lot of damage, you need to be there dealing a lot of damage. You can't be like far away poking while your team is in a fight for their lives. If everyone's poking, that's fine. But the Baptiste is available. You just saw him jump. So this Baptiste just jumps up in the air. You could kill him right now. Right? Just he goes up and down in very slow motion. Very easy for you to kill even without Helix Rocket. Again, kill the Baptiste. Make sure you land the Helix. Very important to land Helix. So once you get stuck, it's going to do 130 damage, so you're basically doomed. And now you're staggered and out of sync with your team. Again, I think you had good position, you just didn't make use of it. Again, this is not a good range for you. Yeah, exactly, see? So, you want to play the mid-range, right? Not too close, not too far. That's the Soldier sweet spot. I would have fired that Helix there at the end of that. When you're right here, I would have fired a Helix, you would have splashed and killed this Echo. So that's another opportunity that's gone by to kill her. I would put down heal station right now, you're pretty low. I would also avoid walking in straight lines too much. Oh, you gotta stick eat and die. So you're gonna come out again. So again, don't play close. You're way too close. So he's gonna grasp pretty soon, I would assume. It's not interesting grasping. Okay, maybe he doesn't have it. So you get kills. Yep, push up right now. Yeah, don't just be shooting from the air. So you should be pushing up. Yep, this is great. No, you should push. Keep pushing. You want to place this far back. I think you want to get in position for the next one. So for example, right here, this would be a really good spot. Very hard for them to deal with. And it keeps you off low ground, and it prevents you from being clumped with your team, which is really good because then it makes it harder for them to splash you all together with spam. I do not want to be playing here. So again, my note about you do not want to be playing close angles. You are going for this flank. I don't know that I love this because they can hear you coming. So you're trying to surprise somebody. You're not a great surprise hero. I mean, helix plus shots can technically be surprising, but it's not like amazing. Kill the echo. Works like reasonably well. Again, try to shoot the ground. It's good tracking. Yeah, so it is not, with 105 health, I would not be trying to pick more fights right now. I think all you do is just stay alive, right? If you just stayed over here, tap that need healing, the Mercy flies up to you, and then you're in great shape, and then you can probably kill this Cassidy. Again, stop trying to shoot helix rockets into space, right? Much easier to just splash their feet. Alright, getting spawn camped a little bit. So try not to be the first one who runs out like this, because you could easily die crossing this area. You want to wait for the Doom to make a little bit, like you just need to be a little patient, right? Right now is not the time to go. Wait a little bit for the Doom to get healed, for everybody to get healed, and then start pushing. You running across, you should just be dead. You're very, very lucky to not be dead right now. You should be peeking, yeah, shoot him in the back, shoot him in the back, yeah. Okay, good. Oh, sorry, I forgot you were on red team. Yeah, kill that echo, great. Yeah, this echo's kind of crazy. I don't know what the heck she's doing. Okay, again, another helix where firing at their feet is going to make your life a lot easier. So I think you're probably going to go up here to try to flank. The problem is you have people who are respawning, so unless you're going to try to kill the respawners, this is not a great idea. You put the heal station, but you put it too far back. You really want it to be here at the corner so you can use it to like peek in either direction. You are going to try to kill the respawners. We force fade out, but the problem is the main fight is not getting any help from you, and now you're not full health. Oh, okay, that worked somehow. You are dead. I can't say I love this gameplay. Like, I think that the general idea of flanking is fine, but you're taking a ton of risks here, and you're just hoping that people don't hear you. Versus if you just played main, work the tank down, right? Just take one step at a time. You know, I don't think you need to do anything goofy here to try to win the game. Yeah, stay alive. The echo's here. She's like, oh no, you should helix right away. So when this happens and she clones, right when this is ending, you should helix the clone to make sure that he dies as soon as possible. Otherwise, he's gonna get visor and kill your team. But also, yeah, I mean, I think you're being like a little too aggressive here. Right? Play cover, play corners. Right? After you get stuck, just stay back here. Right? Wait for healing, tap X for heals. Don't just run in here. Because even if the Echo didn't have soldier or duplicate form, he could have killed you regardless, just by shooting you in the face with tri-shot or stickies or anything. You're just dying like way too much. You don't seem to have a good sense of like how much damage enemies can do to you, or like. I mean, I would guess again that you're pretty new because you've been playing since season 1, so you probably don't even understand like all the abilities that can happen, how much damage they can do, and that will change your playstyle a lot. Like Echo is one of the highest damage heroes in the game. Really tough to do visor from this angle. Number one is there's cover left and right, versus imagine if you did visor this way, like it's a lot harder for them to cover because the only cover is down this stair, which is a dead end for them. Number one. Number two is popping visor first without forcing any defensive cooldowns will often result in no value. You kill the Moira, which is nice. You get stuck, but you're going to die to this. So, one thing to keep in mind is that you can cancel Visor. You can put down heal station and then pop visor to immediately cancel the animation of heal station, which still puts it down, but means that you don't have to wait nearly as long. So you could have put down heal station first right here. A, B is even after this point. I think that when you swung here, you could have put down heal station right now to help try to finish this fight. And if you got 10 healing, it would have saved your life. So heal station would have saved your life right here, which is unfortunate. Alright, so now we're playing defense. I would be careful playing this angle because of Sigma. Sigma can easily shoot his orbs up here, which is tough for you to deal with. Okay, this is just silly. So you could put heal station down right now, which would basically make you invulnerable to Moira. I'd probably open with heal station, then I would helix, then I would shoot her. You definitely should not walk into point blank and helix her, because then you take splash damage, which is not so good, and then she's just able to kill you. So just putting out a heal station would have saved your life right there. Didn't seem like you recognized like what was happening to you, and just kind of ran at the Moira for no reason. Okay, you lost your Bastion. Yeah, I mean, this fight's sort of over. Yeah, okay, we're gonna fight this out. I mean, I think that you have no reason not to fight this out. You're not really aiming at anything right now. Just kind of holding down the trigger. So, again, talking about ranges, there's no reason for you to be this close, you know? Just play back here, play a piece of cover. Would be very helpful and definitely increase your swipe. Like, there's no reason to be walking forward. Like, your tank's gonna stop this card. Your tank's full health. You don't have to worry about it at all. You still would have gotten listed by Sigma in the back, but there's no reason to be playing that close. So you really don't want to be playing out in the open because Coalescence is going to be hitting everybody right now, and clearly your healers are having trouble keeping up. You could just put heal station right here, and then jiggle peek, right? Jiggle peek this corner like that. Just running it straight down the middle. Like, look at it from their perspective, because I think it'll be obvious like how silly you look. See, you're just like running out in the open and just dying as a result. So, and then you end up losing this. Okay, so I would say number one, figure out what is a good range for Soldier to play in, the mid range, and try to keep your enemies in that mid range. If they're too close, you probably made a mistake. If they're too far, get closer. Is number one. Number two, play corners to keep yourself alive. Don't just stand in the open, because then when bad things happen to you, you don't have the ability to stay alive by running to cover. And number three is the general sense of urgency. Again, when your team is committed to fight, understand that you need to be fighting with them. Number four is, I'm trying to think what I really want to highlight here.
Plenty for everyone.
I mean, I think it's probably all right. I mean, we can talk about Visor here, but I don't think. Oh yeah, 4 is helix rockets. 4 is helix rockets into the ground. I think we can talk about Visor, but I don't think it's worth it right now at your level. I think just focusing on other things are more than valuable enough. Okay, hopefully it's helpful.